Chakma or hello. Chakma is hello in Chickasaw language. And did you know that November is Native American Heritage Month? And so I hope you enjoyed those couple video clips of Native American dancers and their artistry and creativity. And so in honor of that, I also am going to show you my favorite Native American, my daughter. Both my husband and daughter are members of the Chickasaw Nation. And so there's Maddie at the latest Chickasaw meeting doing some traditional feather painting. So last time I got some feedback of how you're feeling, and I had some students that are feeling excited about it and some that are not so interested. And I really want to say that I appreciate your honest feedback. That's how I get better as a teacher and as an MYP coordinator. And I wanted to address some of the things that I saw in the feedback. So first, I know at first you're like, what is this project? Who is this lady that's trying to make us do this thing that seems like extra work? Really, the goal of the project is that you choose anything that you're interested in. And then we're working you towards building a product and a learning goal. And that in that project, in that process, we are embedding a lot of skills that are essential for 11th and 12th grade, for college, for career, and for life. So things like time management and action planning. And a lot of these skills aren't always embedded in other classes. So this is an opportunity to build that skill set doing something that you love and are passionate about. And you get credit. This is a 0.5 elective credit. It shows up at an honors class on your transcript. It gets you SSL hours. And when you, or if you are applying to colleges, those colleges will get a school profile that explains what this means. And so when you get a credit for this MYP research seminar class, colleges will know that you actively participated in all the opportunities like the MYP personal project that were offered to you. So there's a lot of pros for doing this. And I'm also here to support you throughout the way as so your teachers and your staff supervisor. And so I hope some people that are feeling not interested or they're not feeling like they want to do it or this is extra work, I hope that you take a second to think about what you are interested in and that if you got to do it, choose something interesting and fascinating that you want to spend some time on. So we have done our project proposal. You should have a learning goal and a product. You met with your supervisor for the first time. If you haven't met with your supervisor, if they were out of the building, you should have heard from them. If you could not find your supervisor and you have not heard from them, please email me or you can stop by my office at 3514 and let me know. And then today we're talking about research. So refining our learning goal and our product through our research. And so your assignment for by the end of the lesson will be actually doing some of the research on your topic. Just as a reminder, you have a lot of resources in the Canvas classroom and printed in your handbook. But in that Canvas classroom, you'll see a link to all of the lesson materials. There's a page per lesson that has quick links, and there's also a module, so whichever way you want to look at it. And if you ever miss a lesson, there is a video recording of the entire lesson. You can go back, re-listen to things. I also post the slide decks with all of the slides, so if the video is too quick for you, you can go back to the slide deck and check things out. There's examples, anything you might need might be in there. And as a reminder, it's perfectly okay to work in your paper handbook. That's awesome. Just make sure that on those Canvas assignments, you type completed in my handbook and submit it so that I know that you're keeping up to date with all your assignments. Okay, so you have a learning goal. What skills or knowledge do you want to learn by the end? And you're going to show off those learning in a product. So what will you produce by the end? And it really, there's a huge list of things, and you've got a list in your handbook to help you if you're getting stuck on that product piece. And so we've done this. And so today we're really looking at research and we're linking it to the idea of success criteria. How are you going to measure if your product is successful? So if you think of teachers are always giving you rubrics, in this project, you're going to do some research so you can create your own rubric. And then we'll do all the rest over the next couple months. If you're looking at our rubric for the whole personal project, we're in Objective A planning, and you'll see that you want to state an intended product and develop appropriate success criteria, and you're going to support that with your research. And so we're still in this planning phase of our personal project. And so research and success criteria go together. So research, your goal is at least two sources on your topic. The type of source is really flexible. It depends on your project. If you are working in a video game and you're going to look at YouTube videos on how to get to a higher level, then you might use a YouTube video as your research. If you're researching something like mental health in high school students, then you might use a Washington Post article. So I'm pretty flexible about the type of source that you use, but you do need to properly format them in a works cited, as always. And the research is going to help you meet your learning goal, right? What skill or knowledge are you trying to learn in this project? And it will also help you develop your rubric, your success criteria. How are you going to measure whether your product was successful? And that combines and works together with those success criteria. So criteria are just statements that describe what you want your product to do or look like or achieve by the end. It's your rubric. And by using those success criteria, you should know, have I met my learning and product goals by the end of my project? And it's supported by your research. In fact, when you write your success criteria next lesson, you're going to need to cite research helping you justify why those are good success criteria. And those success criteria help you be more specific about exactly what you want to learn and produce. And they also help you create your action plan, which we'll do in a lesson or two down the road. So for example, if my learning goal was to learn how to perform a Native American dance, such as the ones we saw in those opening video clips, my product is a video performance of at least two styles of dance, I might research, as you guys brainstormed in the activator, history of powwow dances, different styles of dress, judging rubrics for dance competitions, videos showing different techniques. I might just start with a Google search, right? Different styles of dance, Native American powwows. And that's perfectly okay. And my success criteria, some ideas of a rubric for how I would grade my video would be, I want to create a 5-minute video with at least two styles of dance. And you'll see that I have my citation from my research there that supports this. I will keep time at the drum with no more than 2 missed timings. So I had to do research to understand when you're in a competition for Native American dance, what are they judging? And so through that research, I found that you really want to keep time with the drum and you don't want to miss any of your timings. You're going to end your dance with both feet on the ground upon completion of the song and the last beat of the drum. And this is a huge deal in Native American powwow dances. And so I found that through my research. And then I'm going to create my own choreography with at least 10 difficult maneuvers. So that's how today you're just going to research, but you're researching so that next lesson you can write those success criteria.